Greetings and welcome to my daily devotional for Wednesday, the 21st of September. And our reading is from Galatians chapter 1 and verse 10. Do I now seek the approval of men or God? Or am I seeking to please men? If I were still pleasing men, I would not have been a slave of Christ. We live in times when the view of slavery is repulsive. We know that the Western world was heavily involved in the abhorrent slave trade that saw men, women, and children ripped from their homes, particularly in Africa, and then transported to other lands. There these poor, unfortunate people became slaves, belonging to people and having no rights of their own. And through the work of Christians, the Abolition of Slavery Act was passed by the UK Parliament on the 28th of August 1833. Slavery was nothing new. In the New Testament, it was an accepted way of life, and it is estimated that between 30 to 40% of the Roman population were slaves. They had no rights, and these people would include amongst them such people as teachers, doctors, and lawyers. They had no freedom of any kind. Therefore, when Paul wrote about him being a slave of Christ, he was talking about being totally under the control of Jesus. He spoke about abandoning any desire to live life in the way in which he might have wanted to. He was declaring that he totally belonged to Jesus. He was to write about this a little later in his letter when he said that it was no longer him who lived, but that it was Christ who lived in him. This is exactly how it should be with every follower of Jesus. Our heart's desire is to be enslaved to Jesus in the bond of love. Our heart's desire needs to be totally devoted to doing his will in all things. There is no greater privilege than to be someone who is a bondservant of our Lord Jesus Christ. We do this by taking up our cross to follow him. Have a blessed day.